tube. Did that wrong. Idaho neighbors. It was an interesting evening. Not from a weirdness, but just trying to get that update to stream to work. And it took a bit to get to where it needed to be, and it's still not there, so we're not using it today. Maybe tomorrow. But it has promise. Howdy, Evil. Sounds good. I will try to provide scenes for a little bit of the day, assuming signal holds up, but enjoy working. I'm not. At least at the moment, I'm not. Probably will later. Always works out that way. All right, so today we are off to the Mississippi Headwaters. And I already got my parking pass purchased. I just need to get there. I know, Alfie. You don't like sitting still. I get it. We have established this many, many times. Okay. Nice. Yep. This is a big one like that too. About 10, 11,000 miles is where it's going to end up being. Hitting as many parks as we can with the dog so he can see things. Fortunately, don't get much hiking because they don't let dogs hike in national parks much, but we'll see stuff. We'll see pretty things. All right, let's go before the day burns away because we got driving to do. Let's see if Google sends me down some janky roads again today or not. I know, Alpha. I know. Oh, I am going right now.
In 500 feet, turn right onto 43rd Street South. Take the next right onto 43rd Street South, then turn right onto Roosevelt Road.
Yeah, we'll eventually get down to Florida. This trip is not going that direction, but we'll do it at some point. I know at one point I want to go to the Keys and just chill with him for a week or whatever. Did that with South Padre Island in Texas.
At the light, turn right onto Roosevelt Road.
On the beach and went and saw Starbase, and he looked at a big rocket, didn't know what he was looking at.
Continue on Roosevelt Road for 4 miles.
All right, we are off. Gotta get Starlink warmed up. Hey, boy. We're moving. We should not be upset at this point. Yeah, no, definitely want to avoid hurricane season. No, it's not even Starlink acting up right now. It's the camera. Why? Why are you being butt today? What happened? What happened overnight when you sat off that made you want to be a butt? Huh? Seriously? Alright. You can fix it though. I did have a moment this, oh, there's a new version of firmware. That's fun. Just popped up on the camera app. Alright, it's gonna go pause for a second while I end it. And then we'll start it back up. Nope, not updating you right now, camera. You can live. You do not want to deal with a firmware update while I'm driving. That's silly. So that. Stream. Start. Did have fun this morning, brain farting all over the place. Why isn't the camera powering on? Well, power inverter wasn't plugged in to power it, so that'd be why. It's gonna be that kind of day, I think. Let's see. Come back. Sorry, Alfie. Oh boy. You're such a wimp. Do that and that. There we go. You good, bud? I really didn't want to run that light. And it gives me a chance to test this. Let's reset all this stuff. Camera bag went flying, but whatever. It's fine.
In a quarter mile, turn right onto Washington Memorial Drive.
Everything's acting up this morning. Android Auto even froze right out the gate. Cool.
In a quarter mile, turn right onto Washington Memorial Drive.
Thanks.
At the light, turn right onto Washington Memorial Drive.
I heard you. I heard you. Ooh, it's gonna take me in weird roads. I have a
Continue on
feeling.
Washington Memorial Drive for half a mile.
That's funny. Didn't wash his truck. Amazon delivery guy, so he just wrote Amazon in the dirt. I stop a lot. Thumbs up.
Head north on Washington Memorial Drive toward University Drive South.
What do you think about that, Alf? Huh? Why did it take me this way? Why didn't it just let me go on that road and then turn right on the big street? This is silly. Google's been doing some weird crap with maps recently. It's just like taking you on inefficient routes.
In a quarter mile, turn right onto Minnesota 23 East, 1st Street South. At the light, turn right onto Minnesota 23 East, 1st Street South. Continue on Minnesota 23 East for 1.5 miles.
You could just follow the Amazon truck and steal packages. Yeah. Twitch will support that. They're owned by Amazon. Just getting Amazon's money back. Free products. You want to go swimming in the river, Alf? I'm going to answer for you, no. I don't
In a
want to
quarter
clean
mile,
that.
use the middle 2 lanes to continue on Minnesota 23 East, Minnesota 23 Trunk North. Use the middle 2 lanes to continue on Minnesota 23 East. In a quarter mile, turn right onto the US 10 West ramp to Little Falls.
You have to call them little. They're still waterfall.
Turn right onto the US 10 West ramp. Continue on US 10 West for 65 miles.
Ooh, that's a long way. Nice. It's half the trip. turn on cruise control before I hit the set button. All right, boy, you ready to see the beginning of a river that you've seen the end of? Good morning, PJ. Yeah, well, it rained overnight. It did not clean the bugs off the windshield. I had to do that myself this morning, and then it cleared out. I think we're kind of. I think maybe when we get to western part of North Dakota, we might get some more rain. But apparently there was tornadoes in North Dakota yesterday. And some storms. So hopefully that's gone by the time we get there. Ooh, fun. Rain's good when you don't have to do anything in it. Lots of rain's usually not good. I was considering camping tonight, but the weather was questionable in Dickinson, which is our next city stop for sleeping. And we got a little bit of a late start today because I was trying to get the stream upgraded to show a BRB screen while internet goes poop, but ChatGPT just was talking around itself and not giving me good answers, so I have to do a little more work tonight, I think. It's close. It's at least accepting my stream now on the new system. I just have to get it to actually forward it and then test out the auto failover so that it's never drops the stream. Because today it's going to drop the stream. I guarantee you service is going to be balls or pants or whatever term fits your language at these headwaters, because it's the middle of nowhere. So I'll have Starlink. It just depends on if there's trees or not. And then once I leave the car, I don't have Starlink anymore. And it is a little bit of not a huge, I think it's like a quarter-mile walk to the actual headwaters from the visitor center. Ooh, fun. Yeah, picking up dog poop is fun in the rain. Definitely want to get it before it gets too gooey. Otherwise, it's impossible. Yep. Mouth does the same thing. Rain, bath, whatever. I'm wet. I'm going to go sit in your seat and soak it, and I'm going to cuddle with you when you come try to sit in it. Because he's a butthead. Are you kicking up, dude? And here comes my police officer for Alf friend. Yeah, he passed out before I did last night because I was trying to get stream stuff working. So entirely too late doing that, and spent a little bit of time this morning doing that. But he had his breakfast while I was in the bathroom cleaning up. He doesn't get that JERKY in the morning. He gets that in the afternoon. He gets that at lunch. And I picked off the hair from his sleeping pad in the back. How about that? He doesn't have pillows back there. He doesn't use those. He's got a nice comfy seat with a sleeping pad on it. I was up till about 11:30 last night trying to get this stupid stream thing to work. Finally got close this morning, but it's not quite ready. Not ready for a drive. Maybe tomorrow. Really wanted it today though, because I knew I was going to lose. I know I'm going to lose signal when I get up here. I'm not going to be able to stream the actual Headwaters. That would suck, but oh well. Be a short stream break most likely during that, and then we'll get back on the road and head to North Dakota. I really want it ready before I get in the mountains though, because it's going to be spotty in those for sure. Clearly, watching long drives for you wears you out. That was actually wasn't a terrible drive yesterday. None of my drives were like the one I did last year in April. That was from Atlanta to South Padre, Texas. That was a 19-hour friggin' drive with stops, of course. But I purposely planned this to only drive during the day. So I don't want to do that ever again. I took some pictures at the Lincoln Boyhood Memorial. Wasn't a lot of video there. I could have, but I didn't. I'll probably take a little short one here. There's not a lot of stuff with these first two stops. Once I get further in the trip, there'll be more. And I've got my Canon DSLR with me as well to take even better pictures and whatnot. But if there's cell signal where I go, the idea would be I can switch to my phone and stream while I'm there, and I've got selfie stick and all that crap to hold it. But it's a work in progress still on that. I've got to get that BRB switch over working before that really works well. I won't pay this guy anymore. He's bothering me. All he does is kick up poop into my window. Alright. Back down the speed limit. Yeah, so Rushmore, I'm there, will I actually pay the $10 to go to the parking garage, stay in the parking garage, and then leave because I can't take Alf into the actual memorial? Maybe. Crazy Horse, he's not even allowed in there, so I'm going to have to just see it from a distance. There's a parking area right outside of it that you can get a view of it. So I should be able to just park there with the car running or with Starlink running and show that and zoom in on it and all that good stuff. I can dismount this DJI camera too and put it on a stick and stream from that. So we'll see. There's a lot of rules with dogs that block me from doing much more than staying on the road and parking areas, which is fine. It lets me get to see more in a shorter period of time rather than doing hikes, which we like doing. It's just national parks don't let you do that, so not with a dog. Yeah, we'll be in plenty of mountains in the Rockies, and I didn't have all this stuff for my Blue Ridge Parkway stream because that probably wouldn't have worked well though, just because it was all trees and windy roads on the Blue Ridge Parkway. That it would not have streamed well unless it was all because mobile signal died. Starlink would have been struggling. It wouldn't have been a great stream anyway. But I took a lot of pictures of that. Could probably make like a montage video of all the pictures from those and post it on YouTube. Went up to Acadia National Park in October last year, right before they closed Cadillac Mountain from normal visitors. It was cold as balls, but it was beautiful. Well, Minnesota is more flatland. Not as much corn, though. This is something else here. They're growing something else up here. I don't know what they grow in Minnesota. I think my tracking's on. Yeah, it's moved. It's no longer in St. Cloud. Yeah, I don't know. It's not a tall plant, whatever it is. At least not right now, it's not. It might just not have grown yet. And this is all just green, though. It might not even be a seed. It might be like a root plant, of potatoes or something else. I don't know. It doesn't look like rice because I would have rice is really still tall and thin plants popping out of the water and stuff. And it looked like very lush green leaves and low. There's not as much farming up here on this road as there were in past roads, so I'll have to see if I can find another one. No, we're not stopping Alfie. They just make me slow down. Drop down to 40. Really? Alright. We're on this for a while. Let's not sit behind the truck.
There are police reported ahead.
Okay, well, I'm going 25 and a 40, so we're good. And 40-mile speed limit, and Google's interpretation of that is, let's go to 30 then. How about we go to 65? There are in places, I don't know that it's nationwide, there are in a lot of places you got to at least have them harnessed in some way, shape, or form so they don't go flying. And he's got his normal harness on that I use for walks, and then he's clipped into the seat. He can still move around, but he's not going to fly forward to the windshield. When I had a less crazy dog, I had a front seat cover as well. I'd put him up here and he'd just sit there and chill right next to me in his harness. But Alf is not that less crazy dog. Oh, I hope this temperature sticks around now. Looking at the forecast where I was, it's dropping off after today. So hopefully that means cool air is coming. 95 degrees in Minnesota sucks. It's not cornfields though. It's something else. Haven't figured out what though. And it's not a lot of stuff. There might be a little bit of corn. I guess that's corn there, isn't it? Not nearly as prevalent as it was. There's other things growing up here. Yeah, this definitely reminds me of South Georgia into Florida. It's a lot of nothing. Hey bud, what are you doing? Did you get enough cuddle time this morning? Belly rubs? Sat around for a little bit. We'll break. It's windy today. Those trees are really blowing, and I feel it. It's blowing from the east. Very strange. Very strange movement of the storms overnight too, where they were it was kind of like a low pressure, not a hurricane obviously, but that spinning motion of they were moving from north to northwest from the south and southeast. What's up, boy? What's up? Good. There you go.
There are police reported ahead.
Okay. Yep, he's still there. I'll let you, well, there it goes. I'm staying left. Going to Motley. Yep, that's the plan. We'll see how many trees there are, see if I, or in a cell phone signal, see if I can stream it or not. If not, it'll be a break and we'll be back. Heading to North Dakota. It's not going to be a long stop. Oh, is that really a mosquito inside? Are you kidding me? No, he lived. It's unacceptable. I heard him, but he's alive still. There he is. I think that's him. Yeah, that's him. He's not happy. Ow! God dang it. Missed. Where'd you go, you dick? You will not bite me, you piece of garbage. It's pretty. Alf, if you see a mosquito, eat it. Even if you throw up afterwards, at least it's dead. I guess that's accurate. I don't like mosquitoes, and I'll eat some Doritos. I do feel a little better up here. I kind of ate way too many cookies and pepperoni rolls last night. There may not be any of those two things left, except for peanut butter cookies, because they were left in the car, so I wouldn't eat them. And I forgot to bring them up here, so I got nothing up here. Bob Dole, clearly. Yeah, that's the Bob. Boy, this wind is rough today. It's the first windy day we've had. A little bit of wind in the past couple, but nothing like this. It's blowing pretty well. Getting some color back in the leaves too. It's been a random heat wave that hit because stuff's already changing. Yeah, I've not been. Used to actually have a lot of good football, Super Bowl ads. You don't get that stuff anymore. Hez. Lucky random plate. I'd actually remember that license plate. I'd never remember my own. I know the first letter, but the rest I have no clue. It's too random. Yeah. And then they got sued because they didn't actually give him the Harrier jet. I forget where that stands. He obviously didn't get the Harrier jet, but somebody tried to claim it and they didn't get it. You ever get 2 hours, 3 hours into your day, and then you go, "Did I put deodorant on today?" And you smell your armpits, and you thankfully did remember. That's what I just did. It's funny, all the trees have this weird light green, almost like it's a dusting of snow on them. It's just because the wind's blowing so hard against the leaves, they're shooting up. You see the bottom of them. That billboard's seen better days. Yeah, so you question if you just took a shower or not? Yeah. Yeah. But how you doing? You're gonna have a nice lunch break today, boy. No, I didn't. I don't eat. Like I said, I don't eat a lot on road trips on purpose. Unless I'm like actually hungry, I'm not eating a lot. Or I'm struggling with computers, and then I'll stress eat. But that's it. I just pick up something small here and there as I go. Get stuff cheaper if I'll stop at a Walmart or a grocery store or something and do a quick restroom break and then pick up a sandwich or something a little fresher and less expensive than buying it at a restaurant. Keep it simple. If I didn't have Alf, I'd probably do more of that. I'd probably stop at more places to sit down and eat, but that's another trip in the future without the puppy. So many years from now. Hopefully by then I'll be retired. What sort of vehicle is this with all of its striping on it? Not appear to have light bar. Maybe it's a fire vehicle or just a survey vehicle. I don't know. Barely going speed limit. I'm going like 67 and a 65. What is it? Oh yeah, it's professional transportation, whatever that means. Okay, so clearly my alerts don't work. Thank you for the follow. I see it in chat, but I did not hear it. I've clearly done something incorrect. I think I know what it is, but I'm trying to think about how to fix it without you guys hearing an echo. Oh yeah, no, there was, I think I want to say that someplace in North Dakota maybe there's like the largest porcelain cow. Okay, like that's something that I'd want to be in the Guinness Book of World Records for, is having the largest porcelain cow. The one thing I want to do more of, I paid for a year with a massive discount code that I found of road trippers that has all the weird stuff like that that you can see along your route. And if there's something that's really wacky as a quick drive-by, or I can take a break with Alpha on it, then we might do some of those. Like I said, the way to get an Alpha Cam is to give me $350 and you'll get an Alpha Cam. I'll order it from Amazon, have it delivered to a locker, and pick it up wherever I'm stopping next. But until that happens, I'm at my spending limit for technology on this. I even got an extra network cable now that I don't need. I meant to troubleshoot that last night and see if I could fix it, but I didn't get to it. Oh, I found a mosquito. Come here, paper towel. Give me a paper towel. Give me a paper towel. Thank you. Dead mosquito. He fell some. No, he didn't die. How did he not die? What the crap? Turn off the throat already, buddy. How did he not die yet? Just flew right in front of my face. I mashed him with a paper towel. Mosquitoes are evil. How do we fix this, Alf? It's all the way over on the other side of the car now. I can't reach that. I see it. It's right freaking there. But I can't reach that. Nope, I reached it. I got him. Ha ha! I win. I'm gonna have to clean that off though, because that's some nasty guts on the plastic. Oh well. Man, they leave marks that don't come off easily. I think it's water on that. Oh well. Next stop. We'll get it. All right, now I'm not going to get bit. We're saved, Alf. We're saved. What's up? What's chat saying? I mean, I wouldn't mind an Alf Cam either, because then I could see what you're doing back there without having to turn around. Only so much I can see in the rearview mirror. I could just look at OBS. No, you didn't pass me the paper towels. I got a paper towel roll sitting next to me under the laptop stand here. I just pulled one out of. No, Alf isn't generally very helpful. Trying to put his blanket over the bed so that he doesn't dirty the bed of the hotel, and he's just immediately on the bed before I can even get it out. Trying to fold up in the morning to get going. He's just sitting on it, won't get off it. He doesn't help. He just wants to be in your face. Full circle feeding. Should we hijack this truck, Alf? It's got dog food in it. Tuffy's Pet Foods. dropping speed limit. Going down to 30. Wow. Down to the 50. Now we get down to the 30. My goodness. Don't tell me to slow down. I'm not at the sign yet. I'm not. See, I'm slow. I'm in the 30s. I'm not going to ruin my brakes because you want me to slow down fast. About as steady as I can get at 30. I don't know why you were fluctuating so much, sign.
In 1,000 feet, turn right onto Minnesota 210 East.
Aight.
At the light, turn right onto Minnesota 210 East. In a quarter mile, turn left onto Minnesota 64 North.
Big old tree in the middle of that river. What river be this, Alf?
Take the next left onto Minnesota 64 North. Continue on Minnesota 64 North for 34 miles.
All right, lots of trees. It's not looking promising for when we get there. Unless they've just cleared it out. I know the trail isn't clear, but maybe the up to the parking is. Was it 60? We were supposed to be there already, but we got started late. Oh well. I think we end up in Mountain Time Zone in Dickinson. I think that's Mountain by then. I don't think that's Central anymore. Guess we gain an hour on that. And some light. No, Minnesota is 100% central. But I think Dickinson, North Dakota, which is in the western half of the state of North Dakota, I think that's mountain. Not 100% though. We are definitely in central though right now. We hit central once we got to just past Chattanooga, Tennessee. About 2 hours into the drive on Saturday. We've been in central since. Oh my God. The hell? That's something harvested. Some grain smell. It's as if there's farms out here. The temperature has gone down since we left. It was 79 when I was sitting there. Now it's 78, at least in the car. I don't know what the official weather report is. 77, it looks. Okay, I think Dickinson would be considered the western third. It is about as far west as I can go with the decent city before Roosevelt National Park, and then going south into South Dakota for Rushmore and all that stuff, and Badlands. So it might be Mountain and Dickinson. If it's not, and we don't lose an hour, we're going to gain a lot of light either way because we're going west. Yeah, so I think Dickinson's going to, I think it'll be all mountain once we get over there. I'm fairly sure Rapid City is mountain as well. So, and that's almost due south of Dickinson. So, that almost looked like a corn leaf. I think they had corn in that truck. That was like the top of a corn leaf sitting in the middle of the road. Wow. Couple hills. It's not perfectly flat anymore. Is not as conducive for cruise control though, because it tries to engine brake you to your speed all the time. You gonna fly past me, truck? Because I feel like you don't want to go my speed. No? All right. That was your shot. Yeah, I don't know. I don't know what to think. Who to trust. I keep having to just occasionally move the selected button on the Android Auto just to make sure it didn't die. It's going to tell me an hour and 24 minutes for the next hour and 24 minutes. But it's still good. There's hotels in Dickinson, but I was hoping to camp. Just to try it for a night early in the trip and see how Puppy does in the real world, and not just in a tent in my living room. But I don't know what the weather's going to do and what time we're going to get there. Got a headlamp and all that stuff for light, but I'd rather not set a tent up at night in the dark. Worst case, we get an RV spot and park in it. Just sleep in the car. That's logs. That's okay, Alf. That was a big old log truck. Chopping some trees up here somewhere. Got to make up for the tariff on Canadian wood, because that was a big thing that we needed to do. Temperature went down another degree. Hell yeah. That's the route to move. Giant ice cream cones ahead. So it's just the cones and they're giant. Where do you think it'll be? Can't see them yet. They're not that giant then. That's not too bad. I don't mind if it rains. I just don't want a thunderstorm. That's not what you want to camp in. The only problem with rain is then you got to dry that crap out, and I'm not staying there for multiple days, so might just be best to get a hotel again. That's fine. We'll camp at some point along this trip. Possibly in what? Oh, he's. I said, what is that guy doing on the side of the road? I can't do that because I got oncoming traffic. Go a little bit over and back. Because I think we got I put a day in. It's not really going to take a day, but how did I do that? I did a day for Rushmore and Crazy Horse, even though it's very close to Rapid City and will take maybe half a day at best, because it's just a quick stop at both. A day for Badlands, and then a day for Devil's Tower, I believe, because that's off to the west a little bit. I think those are the only things I'm stopping there for, if I remember correctly. Yeah, and that's what the radar was doing last night too. So I'm guessing it's probably just a continual thing today as well. I'll have a look before we leave here, see what I plan on doing. It's also going to depend on what time we get there. If it's already dark, it's not going to be a tent night because I don't want. While I can set it up in the dark, I just choose not to because I'll go much faster with light. But after Dickinson, we'll do a drive through Roosevelt National Park. That's right next to it before we head south to Rapid City. And we'll get to Rapid City like midday, mid-afternoon, I think, maybe. I think is what it planned on being. And then that might be a chance to camp if weather permits. I gotta look, just gotta look ahead. Didn't book anything for that reason. Worst case, if it's not going to be good weather, I can look to see if I can get a cool Airbnb or something tonight, get it in a day in advance. Have a nice view out of that if I can find one in the middle of nowhere. Throw the Starlink out there and stream. What if I wake up blind? Well, then there's going to be some more problems with this road trip than me figuring out how to put a tent up. We're pretty much done at that point. Alf doesn't know how to drive. But hey, we got some of the road trip, and if I wake up blind tomorrow, oh well. I will have seen some things. What is that? I know, big trucks are loud when they go by, aren't they? Yeah, it's okay. Lube tech. That was lube. Probably grease of some sort. And not the lube that everybody else just thought about. Oh, I wish he could drive. It'd be nice to take turns. mail truck? Has to be the mail truck. Slash van. Big old piece of farm equipment. I was gonna say that was an unexpected train of thought at the end there. I was not expecting a chitty chitty bang bang Hot Wheels reference. 'It's a real animal. Actual cows. Thought it was a fake one just as a deterrent, but nope, it moved its head. And then there were more. Acres. How much you want to sell that to me for? $100? Take it. I'll build a house on it. How is there another mosquito in here? Where are you coming from? You looking for your friend? He's dead. You're going to be too here shortly as soon as I can find you again. They had to have gotten in this morning while I was loading stuff up. They were not in here yesterday. nice. Yeah, I don't know where all that stuff of mine went. I got a few bits of things here and there, but I don't know if my mom or my parents, they donated it to others or gave it to other family members that had kids. I know my Legos, all my brother and my Legos, they went to my nephew, and I think my brother still has them all. And I've amassed more since. I've got all of our baseball cards and my stamp collection. Yep, I'm a nerd, had a stamp collection. Went to the stamp shop almost every week, it felt, and picked up some new stamps. Um, I've still got all those. I need to go through the baseball cards and actually figure out what's there and if it's worth anything. Not that I'm going to sell it immediately, but just to know. Same with the stamps. I might still have some old Magic cards too. I don't know if I kept those or gave those away. I doubt I have my Pogs anymore. That was a thing back in the day. Pogs and Slammers. I don't even think I played the game very much. I just collected them to say I collected them. I probably threw them away. Yeah, no, my nephew is in high school now, so he's not going to be needing kid stuff anymore. I mean, I still collect Legos. I still have some Lego sets, so I'm not going to get rid of that stuff. But if I have anything else, it's a matter of going through it and seeing if it's worth anything. Had back in the early '90s had a Q Basic program that was to catalog all your baseball cards. Ran in DOS. Never put everything in there though. That computer's long gone. There'd be no way I'd get that information anyway. Polka dot door. I don't recall that one. I watched a lot of. I think this mosquito was about to bite my leg, and I smacked it. I don't know where it went. Um, Sesame Street or Mr. Wizard, Reading Rainbow, Smurfs, other stuff. There's a bunch of others. I know there was a bunch of other stuff. My brain's just not thinking about it that we watched as kids. Oh yeah, all the books. What's up, boy? What are you doing? How's Mr. Ralph doing? Hey, Scratchy. Scratchy. 60 miles out for another hour, and we'll be there. We'll get some leg stretchies, as will your dad. A long straight road. I'm about to take a 90-degree turn and another 90-degree turn to go on another long straight road. I know. This feels like the never-ending road. Yeah, things are a bit different today.
In half a mile, turn left onto Minnesota 64 North, Minnesota 87 West.
It's okay. I'm sorry, Alf. I can't really avoid those.
Take the next left onto Minnesota 64 North,
Or
Minnesota
can I?
87 West.
Nope, still hit it. Almost missed it, but just wide enough to not be avoidable. Iowa in front of us. There. Yep, you gotta pull all the way up to see past all the reeds.
Continue on Minnesota 64 North for 15 miles.
I mean, maybe that is rice. Is that rice? Is that what rice looks like? I guess it is. I guess that could be rice. Here, at least, it looks like it could be. That's definitely just shallow water that's all in. I don't know. The rest of that field isn't rice. That might just be reeds. Boop, 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 boop. Coppers. There's just a lot of that, and it's very sporadic. And this road sucks. Can I get rid of it? Can I go into the side at all? Or will it get worse? It seems to get worse. It's less worn down. I'm sorry, Alf. There ain't much I can do about this. It's the whole road. God. It's faster. Should make a tier list of who has the worst roads as I go. That would be a feature for Google. Road quality. Let you map your route on not crappy roads. It'll probably take you eons to get anywhere. Lord. I know Alpha sucks, but it's rhythmic at least. At least it's consistent. Oh, they're paving that road. Oh, hey, oh, is it done? It's done. Yay. There you go. It's better. I'm sure that section of road is next on their paving list. They're doing that 87 back there. Burnt out cars. That sounds Detroit. Good old Michigan. temperature went up. It's supposed to go down. Big old slow moving vehicle. Damn. That's a spreader, it looked. The cedar. Oh, so they keep the big roads looking nice, but as soon as you leave that, it all goes to crap. Yeah. It's just looking job. You just making sure you're good. You can go back to sleep. Definitely starting to see the 10,000 lakes part of Minnesota. They are everywhere. resort to the left, camping to the right. I don't see anything in either direction. What resort is here?
In a quarter mile, turn right onto Broadway Street East, Lake Country Scenic Byway.
He needs.
Take the next right onto Broadway Street East, Lake Country Scenic Byway.
Good to know that that's there, though, if we come back this way. Not that I need it. I'm not even at a quarter tank yet. Pew! 634. Is it pew? Pew, pew, pew.
Continue on Broadway Street East for half a mile.
Still 30, huh? No, that's 40. Definitely see some different gas station brands up here I'm not used to seeing. I don't know what's good or bad.
In a quarter mile, turn left onto Minnesota 64 North.
Probably where Mr. Pugh is turning. And that truck. Yep.
Take the next left onto Minnesota 64 North.
Pew, pew, pew. Whee!
Continue on Minnesota 64 North for 16 miles.
Bemidji. I know that city name from something. I don't know what, but Bemidji. Alright, so we're on this for 15 miles. $45 minutes out. Ooh, that's pretty. Very cool. That's where the resorts are. Okay. It's probably just like off the beaten path on the side of a lake resort, which would be kind of cool. Probably spas and peace, hopefully. How you doing, bud? We're getting there. We're getting there. We're almost to the point in our road trips, bud, where there's going to be lots of breaks. There's a couple more drives that are longer that in there that we have some breaks, but get in place and then get back home. Hitting down on my cruise speed, and it's not enough to keep gaining on these guys. There we go. Finally got a spot to let some distance build. Lots of pine trees. Who's the numbnut breaking up there? I knew this guy was going to get impatient eventually. Didn't get anywhere because look at this guy. Look at this guy. Now they just ruined my spacing. I was doing all good. Both edging to try to see if they can pass. It's so nice not to be in a hurry. I don't care. I just laugh at people that are. No, that makes sense. I mean, the needles are much more durable in the winter than leaves. What is rattling in the back, Mr. Alf? I hear it. I clearly left something loose. I don't like it. Oh, that second car ain't gonna make it. No way he makes it. Nope. Oh, God. You ain't gonna win against that semi, dude. Just not happening. Nah, I mean, that hostage I don't think is ever gonna wake up. Now, maybe they've shifted and they're causing something not to be pinned in place like it used to be, but that hostage isn't waking up. Shh, police. As a sheriff just went by. There he goes. He did it. Even if this is all I saw the entire rest of the 4 weeks, it's still relaxing. It's just like, it's nice. It's not city. You don't hear horns honking, sirens blaring. Just peaceful. Nobody's asking me to fix a problem right now. I probably just jinxed it. I'm probably going to get a call now in 10 minutes. Hey, can you fix this? No. I want my brain power to be spent on the stream right now. That's it. I think I can get it tonight. I think I can get us in a good spot tonight. Wish I would have done it before I left, but I was just struggling to get things stable and working. Not on fire. I don't know that I'd have a Tesla out here. That just doesn't. This is the snare that I don't know EVs are ready for yet. It's just being in the middle of nowhere and long drives. You just have to stop too much. And wait. Like, I can stop, get gas, and go. I gotta stop and wait. And I don't want to plan my trip around stopping like that. Maybe one day when I don't have a choice, but to be fair, with this road trip, if this was an EV, it wouldn't be the end of the world, because when I stop for gas, I'm usually stopping for 20, 30 minutes anyway, to get a break, eat, let the doggo do his thing, all that stuff. So it wouldn't be the end of the world, but I don't know. I just feel like it's not ready for these kind of trips yet. Now, a hybrid. I got my eye on a hybrid. I might be doing that after this trip. It would give me about 30% more gas mileage than I get now, which is not insignificant. And I get a little more trunk space too. I think it's about, what I'm looking at is 10 extra cubic feet. Not a huge amount, but enough to be noticeable.
In half a mile, turn left onto Minnesota 200 West.
Stop ahead. Everybody else is turning left too. We're all going to Bemidji.
Take the next left onto Minnesota 200 West.
Your turn.
Continue on Minnesota 200 West for 5 miles.
Left on 71 South. 26 miles left. Does it have to be out of that list? I watched Pee-wee's Big Adventure so many times. Favorite road trip movie? I don't know, there's a lot of good ones. I'm trying to think. Typically the sillier ones. Maybe they're not even considered road trip movies, but there was a road trip in them. Like Dumb and Dumber. I don't know that that's necessarily a road trip movie, but there was definitely a road trip that they drove across the country for a suitcase. I don't know. I don't know if I go that far with Pee Wee. I wasn't that. I mean, that was one of the shows that we watched as a kid was Pee Wee, but I don't know that I bilge. We're not on a ship bilging. I don't know that I would binge watch Pee Wee for anything. Man, I don't know. That's a tough one. I don't know if I ever thought about that classification of movie. I mean, you named some good ones there, but I mean, you guys your classic Chevy Chase stuff too. Dragging the dog behind the car. I would never do that to Al. Don't have to worry about that. I don't know. Because then there's also, I don't know if it's really a road trip.
In
It's
half
just
a mile,
weird.
turn left onto US 71 South.
Like, there's enough driving in Blues Brothers, for example, that I might consider that road trippy, right? Clearly, that's not what it was focused around, but they did. They traveled the country.
Take the next left onto US 71 South.
Ooh, faster than I thought.
Continue on US 71 South for 14 miles.
Yeah, this is going to get us right there then. Be right close to it. There's just no direct route from the south because it's all, I think it's all like a state park and lakes and stuff. I don't think there's any way to get to it from the south. It's weird. North and then west and then south to get to it. I don't know, I usually lean towards silly things for favorites on those kind of topic, on those categories. Would you get me like a good, like Apollo 13 would be up there as just a one of my overall favorite movies, just because I'm a space nerd. I guess that's a road. It wasn't on a road, but it was traveling very far, long distances in a vehicle. I guess it's kind of a road trip. I know, we're almost there, bud, and then we'll get some leg stretching in, and we'll get your jerky and everything, and you'll get your second poop out for the day, probably. And maybe your third, since there's some walking involved. You tend to do 2 poops when you walk. No, you don't want to consider space travel a road trip? Okay. That's fine. Whew, this is going right into the wind. Or something. Definitely getting blown around. Going west. I'm trying to see where the wind's coming from. Yeah, it's kind of right in my face. Just off to the front left, it looks, of my face. So kind of like out of the southwest. It's a different direction than it was earlier. It's crazy. It's just little lakes everywhere. And a patch of farmland, and a lake, and a patch of farmland, and a lake. Are you getting impatient, Alfie? Yeah. You know we're close, so you're getting impatient on me. Oh, wind. Still, that's that phone. That phone's bars aren't going to tell me crap because it doesn't have a SIM card in it. What about the actual phone? Still got 4 bars here. See what we get when we get there. Might be able to get that on camera. Okay. That truck's probably thinking, what the hell just did this guy just do? Lake George. No, he's got to go on a speed up 80. What is that thing? Oh, that's a log truck? No. What is that thing? I hate that rattle out. It's constantly happening. Gotta find it. Yeah, I read your second message before I read your first one. You were talking about horse travels. I was like, Back to the Future. Could that be considered? No, there wasn't. You only had to get so fast, then you were good. Even to the train parts, they didn't have to go very far to Get back in time. The Martian, you'd count that one, huh? Okay. Yeah, I mean, I guess he is on Mars driving around. That was a good movie. The book was better, but it was a good movie. Yeah. Wow, the truck is even passing somebody. Wow. This guy must be going slow. Well, you can see the road for a while, though. It's so open right now, I guarantee you we get there, it's just going to be trees. It's not going to be any openness whatsoever. Maybe there'll be a cell phone signal. Probably about to end our passing lane, isn't it? Or not? I just can't see over the hump. Yeah, we can get around him. He was going a little slow. Because I'm going slow. He was going slower than me. Yeah, I mean, there were definitely parts of that movie that were a little fantastical. Weren't exactly realistic, but they tried. Nine miles, bud. Yeah. Mr. Face.
In half a mile, turn right onto Minnesota 200 West.
Not there. Here.
Take the next right onto Minnesota 200 West.
Nice and paved.
Continue on Minnesota 200 West for 7 miles.
Why'd you sound different that time? This is pretty much going to put us there. Holding his breath instead of exhaling. Definitely more trees. Losing bars on the phone too. On the one it looks. Oh, he's not going to the Headwaters. He's going somewhere else. This looks like residences or something. Oh no, it's a Lobo's Bar and Grill. Huh. Random out in the middle of nothing. Well, it's a 1968 movie based off a book that was written well before 1968. About, like you said, nothing we had done before. All guesses. Got 2 bars. I don't think it's going to stream on anything under 4, maybe 3. If it's lower than that, you're just not gonna be enough bandwidth to get anything
In
out.
half a mile, turn left onto North Entrance Drive.
Left. Oh,
Take the next left onto North Entrance Drive.
Tosca State Park.
Continue on North Entrance Drive for 3/4 of a mile.
Oh, I hate that rattle out. Gotta find what that is. I think I know what it is too. Let's see. Receive reserve staff location. Okay, did they have their little? I think they have their. Let me grab that really quick. That coming behind me. Stay, boy. There we go. All right. Watch out, bud. Sit down. Sit down. Sit down. We're almost there, boy. I promise.
In 1,000 feet, turn right onto 117 Clearwater County, Wilderness Drive. Clearwater County, Wilderness Drive.
Mississippi River right here. Ain't much of anything yet.
In 1,000 feet, turn left.
Interesting. Tiny little creek.
Take the next left, then turn right.
Okay, you can stop now. I know where I'm at. I can see where the parking lot is. There's cars. There's a lot more people here than I thought there were going to be here. All right, so we're going to go over here. Hi, Alf. I know you're here. I hear you. I know who you are. You're complaining. I feel it. I know it. Look at that. All right. We'll park her here. And let's see. There is 0 cell signal out here. Nothing. There's no way anything streams here. So what's gonna happen is the stream's just gonna go down. Oh, hush. Hush. Until we get back. So I will just cut it there instead of making it awkward and weird bit rate issues. I know, Mr. Alf. I know you are here. I know, lots of trees for him to pee on. So, but at least we got internet here once we get back to the car. So I'll start it back up when we get back. So we'll be back 15, 20 minutes probably. Won't be too long. So we'll see you on the other side. I know.